Well, good morning, and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by other historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the Smart Device application, Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar, and the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources and music done by Carrera and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Xander, and you are you. Today is Tuesday, aka Tearsday, aka Tuesday, February 28th, 2023. Is there a 29th this year? Is this a leap year? No, it's not. So tomorrow is March, February, March, yeah. Alright, anyway, let's move on into the history today, shall we? Starting us off in 202 BC, coronation ceremony of Liu Bang as Emperor Gaozhou of Han took place, initiating 4 centuries of the Han dynasty's rule over China. Alright. And doing one pretty good time jump here, 1900 years roughly, we have Ciro, Rey de Persia, 1728, George Frederick Handel's opera, Ciro, Rey de Persia, premiered in London. Alright. We got the first Methodist Church in the U.S. in 1784. John Wesley charters the Methodist Church. Alright, so, Methodists starting to, put their feet down on U.S. soil. Cool, we were once a land free of religious persecution, but that was yesteryear, so. Let's see here, what is this? 1810, the first U.S. fire insurance joint stock company was organized in Philadelphia. Huh, fire insurance. Yeah, we need that, so. And we got the 1819, the first public performance of a Franz Schubert song, Schaeffer's Clagelade. Huh. Alright. Historic expedition occurred on this date in 1832, with Charles Darwin aboard the HMS Beagle, arrived in the town of Salvador in the Brazilian state of Bahia. Cool. So, yeah, Charles Darwin, going around the world. Ooh, 1849, the first boatload of gold rush prospectors arrived in San Francisco from the East Coast. And I believe that was way before, that is, a couple decades before the Panama Canal. I believe it was finished in 1911 or something like that. So they had to go all the way down around South America and all the way back up. I don't think they would have gone through the passages of the north because it is winter and it's very icy up there. We got the Bland-Allison Act. Sounds pretty bland to me. It's 1878. Congress overrode U.S. President Rutherford B. Hayes' veto of the Bland-Allison Act, requiring the Treasury to buy a certain amount of silver and put it into circulation as silver dollars. I don't know why he would veto that. So, I mean, we used to be backed by gold, and silver and stuff like that. Like, that used to actually be the source of the value of our economy. Now it's backed by itself. But yeah, I fully support, putting the country's own silver or stuff into circulation. But then again, the problem with that is, enemies could, get a hand of that and slowly bleed the economy dry. So there is that. There's always another, point to the sword. We got the first U.S. college cooperative store opens at Harvard University, specifically in 1882. And the first U.S. vaudeville theater opened in Boston, Massachusetts, in 1883. Ah, vaudeville. Alright. We got Symphony No. 2, 1904. Vincent d'Indy's Second Symphony in B premiered. Okay. 1920, Maurice Ravel's orchestral suite Les Tambours de Couperin premiered in Paris. Okay. 1925, Tea for Two by Marion Harris hit No. 1. I think that's a song. So, Marion Harris, yeah. Tea for Two. Ooh. Got the first female in the U.S. Cabinet in 1933. Frances Perkins was appointed Secretary of Labor. Huh. Cool. 1933 as well. After the Reichstag fire decree, the German Communist Party, KPD, was essentially outlawed, though not formally banned, after the German government blamed the communists for burning down the Reichstag building. Yep. We spoke about that yesterday. While that was going on in 1933 as well, on Adolf Hitler's advice, German President Paul von Hindenburg signed the Reichstag fire decree after the building was destroyed by fire in Berlin. This eliminated many civil liberties in Germany. So I don't know why this came after that. It should be flipped. So, because this is talking about the signing of the decree, and this is after the decree. So, anyway, moving on up, we got the February 28th massacre in 1947. Anti-government uprising in Taiwan was violently put down by Chiang Kai-shek and his Kuomintang-led Republic of China government with the loss of 18,000 to 28,000 lives. This marks the beginning of the White Terror. So, yeah, Taiwan was not always rosebuds and sunshine. So, got the 8th Golden Globes in 1951, Sunset Boulevard, Jose Ferrer and Gloria Swanson won. Huh. That picture is not very flattering. She's like, yeah, angry. We got some Canadian history. 1952, Vincent Massey was sworn in as the first Canadian-born Governor-General of Canada. All right, once again, what a thought, native-born being leaders of the nation that they're born in. Mind-blowing. Discovery of the DNA double helix. Ooh. 1953, Francis Crick and James Watson discovered the chemical structure of the DNA molecule. Like, I want to say the actual name. So, DNA is like dihoxy something acid. Here we go. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Alright. You know what? I'm going to add the Wikipedia for this in the underbar of the description below, because why not? Everybody needs to learn more about DNA and RNA. Pay attention to that too. Anyway, the double helix polymer using studies of X-ray diffraction developed by Rosalind Franklin and Maurice Wilkins. Alright. Yep, as I keep saying, everything works hand in hand. Somebody in paleontology might discover something that might down the line of thinking, influence, a microbiologist. Oh, hey, if nature worked this way, what if we do it this way? I don't know. We got the 14th Golden Globes in 1957. The King and I, Kirk Douglas and Ingrid Bergman won. All right. NFL record, 1959, Chicago Cardinals traded running back Ollie Matson to the LA Rams for an unprecedented 9 players. Holy crap, dude. Traded him for half a team. What the hell? Damn. 1960, home team U.S. won its first Olympic ice hockey gold medal at Squaw Valley, with a 9-4 win over Czechoslovakia. Huh. 1961, JFK named Henry Kissinger special advisor. Henry Kissinger. Not a good person. 1966, 23rd Golden Globes, Dr. Zhivago, Omar Sharif, and Samantha Eager won. Alright. Got some baseball history. In 1966, Sandy Koufax and Don Drysdale began a joint holdout against the Los Angeles Dodgers. So that's after they moved here from Brooklyn. Got some NBA records here. 1967, Wilt Chamberlain sunk NBA record 35th consecutive field goal. Wow. All right. I still don't know what a field goal is in basketball, but cool. Got an election of interest in 1969. Terence O'Neill was re-elected as leader of the Unionist Parliamentary Party and thus confirmed as Northern Ireland Prime Minister. All right. PGA Championship Men's Golf. PGA National East in 1971, Jack Nicklaus led wire-to-wire for his second career Grand Slam, won by 2 from Billy Casper. Good old Jack Nicklaus. And 1972, U.S. President Richard Nixon ended historic week-long visit to China. Yeah, I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times, and I'll say it 1,000 more. Biggest mistake we ever made in this nation was doing anything with China. Ever. So, you got the Grammy Awards in 1976, 18th Grammy Awards. Love Will Keep Us Together, Record of the Year. Natalie Cole, first black U.S. citizen to win Best New Artist. Cool. 7 Year Ache. 1981, Columbia Records released 7 Year Ache, the third studio album by Roseanne Cash. It was her commercial breakthrough and went to number 1 the country music chart. Alright, third time's a charm, right? Huh? Yeah. The final episode of MASH. The final TV episode of MASH in 1983, a 2-hour special directed by series star Alan Alda, titled Goodbye, Farewell, and Amen, aired on CBS, record 125 million people watched in the U.S. Wow. Man, I've never seen a single one of them. Got an album released in 1983, U2. That's the band that you mention every time a waiter says enjoy your food. You say U2. Released their third studio album, War, featuring protest song Sunday, Bloody Sunday. It was their first #1 UK album. Cool. 1984, 26 Grammy Awards. Michael Jackson won 8 Grammys. Holy crap, dude. Like, man, how many times did he take the stage? Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. That's 8 Michael Jacksons right there. 1988, Yvonne Van Gennep skated a world record 5-kilometer ladies, for I guess the ladies thing, in 7 minutes, 14.13 seconds. Alright. What is 5 kilometers? 5 kilometers to miles is 3 miles. So 3 miles in 7.25 minutes, roughly. That's not bad. That's really good, actually. That's pretty fast. 1991, Don Mattingly named the 10th New York Yankee captain. Alright. You couldn't have brushed your hair or something, man? You look like you just got off the field. We got some film and TV history. 1993, 7th U.S. Comedy Award, Jerry Seinfeld won. Hey, Jerry Seinfeld. Go watch his freak out on Larry King Live. Like, he has a little bit of an ego trip there. 1996, 30th Grammy Awards, Jagged Little Pill by Alanis Morissette won. Got some more sports history. 1998, Vancouver Canucks Mark Messier was 4th NHLer to get 1,600 points. And in 2001, the 15th Soul Train Music Awards, the Isley Brothers, Destiny's Child, and Jay-Z won. Alright. Soul Train Music Awards, the 19th this time, 2005, Ice Cube, Usher, and Ciara won. Okay, I recognize 2 of those names. I remember Jay-Z, of course, so... I just thought the Soul Train thing was a meme. I didn't know it was an actual thing, but I've been reporting on it for a while now. 2005, Stereophonics released their single Dakota, later their first UK single. Alright, or they're not their first, their #1 UK single. So, #1 in the charts in the UK, essentially. 80th Academy Awards 2016, Best Picture Spotlight, Best Director Alejandro G. Iñárritu in The Revenant, Best Actor Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant, Best Actress Brie Larson in Room. Summit of interest in 2019, the summit between North Korea's Kim Jong-un and U.S. President Donald Trump collapsed without agreement. Alright? And it really goes to show, that our sources left us because they name Kim Jong-un before Donald Trump. They'd sooner ally with Kim Jong-un. That's really sick. 2019 as well, YouTube announced it will stop all comments on videos featuring children because of leaving inappropriate comments. People who enjoy children a little too much in a very bad way, leaving inappropriate comments. Yeah, sure. No, you're just covering up for the corporations who keep getting hate, and justifiably so. I wonder when the anniversary will occur when you remove the dislike button. But I have a plugin on Firefox, so I can see the dislike button again. So on you, YouTube. Got the Golden Globes, the 78th Golden Globes in 2021. Best Film, Nomadland in Drama. Borat, Comedy. Borat in 2021? But didn't that come out? When did that come out? Borat. Like 2008, right? Oh, there's another one. Subsequent. Huh. Okay. Anyway. In the Best TV Series, The Crown, Chadwick Boseman posthumously won Film Best Actor. Oh man, yeah, that's right. He was the guy who died of cancer or something. Yeah. And he was in the Marvel Cinematic Universe too. Anyway, and then what? Oh, that's climate crap. 2022, Russians shelled the Ukrainian city of Kharkiv while a 40-mile Russian military convoy approached capital city of Kiev. Wow, 40 miles long. Holy crap, that's a convoy. Anyway, before we move on to the Mercedes audience, were there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most? Anything you wished we had elaborated more on? Anything you would have liked to say had you been here? Start a dialogue in the comments section. Moving on up into bursts, starting us off in 1155, we have Henry the Young King, son of Henry II of England, died in 1183. So I guess he was young. He was like in his 30s or something. Or maybe 29, maybe late 20s. I don't know. I can't do math that well. Joe Malone, 1890, Canadian Hockey Hall of Fame center, only player in National Hockey League history to score 7 goals in a single game, which happened in 1920. Got the Stanley Cup of 1912, 13 Quebec Bulldogs, 1924 Montreal Canadiens. So I guess 1913 he went in the Bulldogs. Born in Quebec City, Quebec, Canada. Died in 1969. All right. You have Linus Pauling, 1901, a U.S. chemist, engineer, and peace activist. Got the 1955 Nobel Prize for Chemistry, 1962 Nobel Peace Prize. Born in Portland, Oregon, died in 1994. I keep wondering, like, is that a rope? Like, because I see he has a tie here. Every time I see this, it looks like a tie, like his tie is fluttering in the wind. But no, he has a rope behind his tie. What is going on with that? Bugsy Siegel, 1906, U.S. gangster who created casinos in Las Vegas, born in Brooklyn, New York, died in 1947. So thank you very much for the Vegas Strip. We also have Frank Gehry, 1929. He is 94 today. Canadian-born U.S. architect. Bilbao Guggenheim Museum, born in Toronto, Canada. Let's take a look at this. The Bilbao Guggenheim Museum. Oh, he's behind this. Okay, that's a cool one. Alright. Who else do we have? Mario Andretti, 83 today, born on this date in 1940. He is an Italian-U.S. Auto racer. Indianapolis 500, 1969. F1 World Champion in 1978. Born in Montona, Italy. Huh. Brian Jones, 1942. British blues and rock guitarist, organist, and sitar player. Rolling Stones, 1962 through 69. Born in Gloucestershire, England. Didn't he die recently? No. Okay. Died in 1969. Not recently as in, like, recent. I'm talking about, like, date-wise, but no. It's because there's another member of the Beatles who was a sitar player, too, so I just... Anyway, Bernadette Peters, 1948, U.S. Tony Award-winning stage and screen actress and singer. Sunday in the Park with George, The Jerk, Pennies from Heaven, as well as an author. She was born in Queens, New York. She's 75 today. Happy birthday. Paul Krugman, 1953, a U.S. economist and New York Times columnist. Nobel Prize in Economics 2008, born in Albany, New York. Gilbert Gottfried, U.S. stand-up comedian and actor, Saturday Night Live, Aladdin, Iago the Parrot, and the Aflac Duck. Born in Brooklyn, New York. He was also on that really famous episode of Celebrity Squares. You fool! He died in 2022, just last year. So, April. So in a couple months here, it's going to be the anniversary of that. Wow. Who else do we have who was born today? Eric Lindros, 1973, Canadian NHL forward for the Philadelphia Flyers and got the Olympic gold in 2002. Born in London, Ontario. Pardon me. Just talking constantly without any water dries out the mouth. 1984, Czech supermodel Karolina Kurkova, born in Decien, Czechoslovakia, 39 today. Luka Doncic, 1999, Slovenian basketball guard, EuroLeague MVP 2018, NBA Rookie of the Year 2019, Dallas Mavericks, born in Ljubljana, Slovenia. Alright. Moving on to the deaths, we got Oswald, English King of Northumbria and Saints, died in the Battle of Massacre at the age of 38 in the year 642. Dang. Yeah, what a thought. Leaders of nations going and fighting alongside the people they send in to die. We got Juan de la Cosa, 1510, Spanish cartographer, explorer, and conquistador who designed the earliest European world map, shot with poison arrows and killed by indigenous people during an armed confrontation near modern-day Turbaco in Colombia. Whoops. Cuauhtémoc, 1525, the last Aztec emperor from 1520 to 21, tortured and killed by Spanish conquistador Hernan Cortez. Yeesh. Those Spanish, man, they were brutal. Alfonso XIII, 1941, was the king of Spain from 1886 through 31, died of a heart attack at the age of 54. That's unfortunate. Maxwell Anderson, 1959, U.S. dramaticist, Key Largo and Bass Seed, died of a stroke at 70. Huh, why does he kind of look... He kind of looks like Stephen Colbert. Or Colbert, whatever. Rajendra Prasad, 1963, Indian independence activist and first president of India from 1950 through 62, died at the age of 78. We also have Olof Palme, 1986, was the Prime Minister of Sweden from 1969 through 76, 1982 through 86, assassinated at the age of 59 while walking home from the cinema with his wife. Dang. Let's see here. Paul Harvey died on this date in 2009, was a U.S. news commentator and radio broadcaster. Rest of the story. Died at the age of 90. And then Alex Johnson, 2015, U.S. baseball outfielder, MLB All-Star, American League batting champion 1970 for the California Angels. Died from prostate cancer at 75. That sucks. And 2023, that's today. So this is not history, this is news. Grant Turner, New Zealand soccer midfielder, 42 caps, SC stopout, Gisborne City, AFC. Died from cancer at the age of 64. Today. Not 1 year ago, not 12 years ago. He died on today. So, wow. Don't get that too often. But more often than I'd like. Which I'd like 0. But, anyway. Yeah, rest in peace to all the deaths. Happy birthday to all the births. That shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar in the description for any links you may find interesting, including but unlimited to all things Omni Coalition. Please go check out all of our other sources. For your dose of Ask Vince Daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific Time, which is 11 Mountain, 12 Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means on our other sources, it will be uploaded around an hour and a half to 2 hours after the actual live streaming time. Got to give time for streaming and upload and all that stuff. Anyway, until you catch us later, like tomorrow, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!